So who are the favorites to reach Super Sunday? We haven't even started the regular season yet. Alongside Greg Schiano, I am Jim Basketball. But people want to know who the favorite. They want to know who's the team that we're going to knock off early in the season that we want to put our arrow towards. Let's start, Greg, with the NFC. Who are your favorites that you suppose that could make it to the Super Bowl from the NFC?
NFC, I think it's Green Bay and Seattle. Those are the two teams that I think have the best chance, even with the injuries in Green Bay. I still think that when
Top
you got
two.
but if you got Aaron Rodgers, you got a lot.
That's
okay, and I think Seattle's just a solid, well-coached, hard-playing football team. The other team, I got to think, Philly. If Philly can play some defense, I think they're going to have a chance to really make some noise.
They've been lighting it up, by the way, in the preseason. Dallas, another team that you like from the NFC?
I do like Dallas. My only fear with Dallas, they have the great offensive line. Do they have the running backs behind that offensive
line? They'll go by committee this year.
That's what you're hearing.
When you look, the Vegas odds coincide with the Green Bays and the Seattle. Vegas has 9-2, Green Bay and Seattle. But when you look over in the AFC, who are your teams that you look for the championship and Super Sunday?
Well, I got to go with the defending champs, New England Patriots first. I think they have a good football team, and as we know, very, very well coached. Then you go down the line, I think Indianapolis. With the addition, they made some really big additions with Andre Johnson at the receiver spot. You look at their receiver core with Andre Johnson, and he's going to add something to that team. And then you look at Frank Gore running the football at the running back spot. I thought those were two great additions to an already good offense, because again, who do they have? They have that quarterback, Andrew Luck. So I think those are the two teams that are clearly the favorites in the AFC.
Offense doesn't seem to be their problem, though. When you watch them against New England last year, you're just like, they can't stop them, not passing, but running the ball. And Arthur Jones is a serious situation for them. Do you suppose that could be a major problem for them as the season progresses with regards to their defense? Big, strong players maybe up front, the need there?
Well, for sure. You got to remember, early on in the season, like up to week 6, the defense was really playing well, and then it kind of just gave out. I think that's going to be critical. And you mentioned it. New England ran the football on them, and it was hard. They couldn't stop them. And I know as a coach, there's no worse feeling than when a team's running it down your throat and you can't stop it. It's demoralizing for your whole football team. So that's something that Chuck and the staff are going to have to definitely get taken care of if they want to be that Super Bowl team.
Is there a wild card in the AFC for you? The Ravens is always.
Well, the Ravens are always hanging around, right? John Harbaugh does such a great job, and Ozzie with the front office. But I really think those two teams are kind of out in front.
And no mention, by the way, of Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos. Those Greg Schiano's favorites to reach Super Sunday. Keep it to the NFL page right here on ESPN.com for the latest league-wide news. For Greg Schiano, I'm Jim Basketball.